ICAD number 11, Time Spent with a Cat by Creative Katie. Be sure to take time to subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss any ICAD or other videos. So after gessoing my repurposed flashcard / ICAD, I'm applying StazOn ink with my favorite script stamp. If you don't have a script stamp, go out and buy one. It's a critical, useful stamp. I've used it in so many projects. I'm getting out my Inktense blocks and I am just scribbling 3 different colors in the green tone family. These colors are all analogous on the color wheel. That means they're close together, which means they won't make mud. So after spraying with the water bottle, I am just activating the pigment with my finger and doing a little bit of blending, just adding more color as I see fit until I get to the point where I like it. I don't really have a plan here. My only plan when it came to colors was to do something that was distinctly different than all the pinks and purples that I seem to have been doing lately. And I'm sprinkling this with table salt. I want to add a little bit more texture and visual interest along with the script stamp. This card is going to be fairly simple, but I want to have some interest in the background. So after using the heat tool to dry it, because I'm impatient, you can see the lovely texture that has been left. So these cats I got when I did a search for free printables on Pinterest, and I just printed them off on paper that's a little bit heavier than regular copy paper, and fussy cutted them out. The scissors you see me using here were paper tool scissors back in the day when I used to do paper tool. They're very pointed and they're kind of curved, so they're ideal. I'm trying to blacken the edges, but I don't have the patience. I don't know how people do it on the videos. So there are my cats, and that's about as far as I got in my overall plan. So I'm looking at some of my sentiments stickers that I've gotten from the dollar store in my stash, because one of my ideas for doing the ICADS challenge was to use things that were in my stash. Dig out the punches that I have, the die cuts, the stickers, the stamps, you know, that kind of stuff. So there's nothing here that really grabs me. So I go to Pinterest and I Google cat quotes. And I got 3 different ones and I printed them out, and I chose the one, time spent with a cat is never wasted. And I kind of cut out the words fairly close and arranged it on here on the card, and I'm just going to adhere it with Mod Podge. Now the Inktense blocks are supposed to be permanent once they dry because they're not paint, they're ink. I still find that at times they aren't perfectly permanent, and you may, if you rub roughly with the brush or whatever, you may end up aggravating or activating the colors and then staining something that you may not want to stain. So I'm just applying a very light coat with that, just arranging the letters and everything. So with the cats, so I get the perfect placement. You could also use gel medium here if you like. I put the Mod Podge on the top. You'll see me later. I remove it with a baby wipe because it kind of looks sticky, or it ruined the effect of the cats. Kind of thought of going over the cats with pouring medium to make them really shiny and stick out, and I might just go back and do that. So now basically the card is done, the ICAD is done, but I'm going to get out my Stabilo All pencil and just outline the words. I have some Mod Podge malfunction here. And just with a fine round brush, I'm just activating the Stabilo and letting it blend out. Kind of got carried away. The Stabilo got a little bit thick and a little bit blacker than I wanted, but you know, I'm okay with it. Doing a quick dry. I got some of the Stabilo on top of the white paper, and I didn't like the effect, so I rubbed off some of the letters, so I go back with my Micron and add more. And here's where I think I killed my Micron pen. The Stabilo wasn't quite all dry, so I switched to my dollar store gel pen, and it never lets me down. Just outlining with black just to bring that in, doing some sketchiness around the words. And that brings us to the end of this ICAD number 11. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you join the Facebook group, my Facebook group, All Things Mixed Media, Creative Katie. Come and join the creation ship.